Dark Souls has gone from a small niche cult classic of a series to becoming something more of a mainstream game series where everyone has their favorite. Whether there is the original Dark Souls, the classic Demon Souls, the improved Dark Souls 3, the cerebral Bloodborne, not you, or the one made for weebs like us. Which should explain why I'm covering Elden Ring in the first place. This is a channel about anime games, and Elden Ring feels somewhat out of place, but if your latest game is Sekiro, we ought to see how anime Elden Ring is. Besides, this is a game published by Bandai Namco, perhaps the biggest publisher of anime games, and Elden Ring is their biggest game investment to date. So if you want to complain about Dragon Ball the Breaker's graphics, just saying that this is probably where the money went. That said, reviewing Souls-like games is something that a lot of channels specialize in. It's their bread and butter, just like mine is reviewing anime games. And so, this isn't a review of Elden Ring, this is a review of what it's like to be an anime fan playing Elden Ring. This review code was provided by Bandai Namco and contains some minor spoilers for boss fights and secrets within the first 2 areas of the game. Like any good anime fan will do once they get their hands on Elden Ring, I chose the samurai pre-made character, because if the game's gonna let me be a samurai from the start, I will take it. Especially if you're gonna give me a cross-shaped scar. You know that's going on my cheek. The samurai comes with the Uchigatana. This is a weapon that I usually spend an entire Souls game searching for, and once I find it, I usually don't change weapons anymore. And Elden Ring just gives me this weapon from the very start. That is awesome. It feels good coming back to Elden Ring after the closed beta. Back then I remember that the first enemy was a really tough boss encounter. One that you could simply circumvent, you could just walk around them because this is an open world game now, meaning you don't have to defeat the bosses in the open world to progress. And that's a very good way of balancing difficulty. If you want the typical Souls experience and just ram your head against the boss, you can, but you can just choose to walk around them, level up, and then come back later. But I really hope this first encounter hasn't changed in the final game, because that was such a strong start to this game. Yeah, baby, there he is! This is still the most agile horse I've ever seen in a video game. That's the real star of the show, not the dude mounting it. Back in the closed beta, it took me about an hour to beat this boss, but it should be a lot easier now. Elden Ring is extremely anime. It may not look like it graphics-wise, but this boss fight serves as the perfect example of something you'll see over and over through the course of the game. Elden Ring embodies the spirit of shonen like very few games do. The protagonist gets beaten up again and again, but he keeps getting up. He keeps trying in the face of overwhelming odds, because defeat doesn't mean it's time to give up. No, it means it's time to try again. No matter how many times it takes, the protagonist keeps getting up, and through the power of friendship, perseverance, and a little bit of plot armor, he will finally... Took me an hour to beat this boss again. It really feels like Elden Ring is taking several elements from their previous games. At its core, it feels like a Dark Souls, but you have a lot of mobility options taken from Sekiro, like you have a jump button. You also have stealth. I love it when my samurai can also be a ninja. And then it takes that concept and puts it into an open world that is incredibly engaging. A lot of these small encampments have basements with a chest, and the reward is usually something meaningful. There's stuff to find everywhere. Now, I remember in the beta I found some ruins that were pretty much empty. There was nothing there, but it was clearly an important place. If I recall correctly, it was right this way, past the Eren Yeager! No ODM gear is available, so instead of slicing the nape, slicing the ankles is gonna have to do it. Wait, are those... Goblin Sreya? And past the cave, here is the Dragon Cathedral. I knew there was a thing here. I needed Dragon Heart to get dragon magic. Oh, and they all require faith in arcane. Not exactly how I was gonna build my character, so not every place you explore is gonna fit your character, I guess, but there is a lot to find everywhere. Of course, this being a Souls game, you got the cryptic NPCs everywhere as well, with the traditional voice acting we're used to. Hello, friends. You seem cool as hell.
You must be the new Tarnished. You do well to steer clear of a Gill Lake fledgling. Dragon roost there.
A dragon in the lake, you say? Here, dragon, 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 dragon. And more ruins. They probably have a chest in them as well. Just as I thought. Wait, what's going on? That wasn't a chest at all. Where the hell am I? Oh god, this is a nightmare. Why is this so hard? Oh, now I'm just in Bloodborne. Turns out I was not supposed to show that area. So let's get back to Lingrave and avoid bigger spoilers. Now, where's that dragon? Holy crap, the dragon is real. This fight is unlike anything in Dark Souls or Sekiro, and this is a series that has had a lot of dragons. But this combat being a hybrid between being on horseback and dismounting into an attack back to summoning the horse, I gotta say, it doesn't feel very anime, but it does feel cool as hell. And I got a dragon heart, but that means yes. Oh, which one should I get? If I'm a samurai with a cursed dragon arm, does that kind of make me Samurai Kawaki? Yeah, let's go for that. Damn, I'm really gonna have to build faith in Arcane for this, huh? To give you an idea of how much bigger of a game this is than your typical anime games, if you travel to one of these circles in the map, you will teleport to a whole new arena fighter, baby! They put an arena fighter inside Elden Ring! Boss staggered, it's time for my ultimate attack. Wow, no 3D camera spins? Where's the fan service? So far, this is by far the hardest boss fight I've played. And it's just a random dude in an arena fighter. But let's go somewhere that wasn't available in the beta. This first area is very impressive, it's huge, but I wonder how much more there is besides this. How big is the world? Well, it's about this big, as far as I can tell. We don't talk about that place. This honestly feels great. Look at all this promised land to explore. Right from the start, before we even go down there, you've got this little choice. Ruins on the left or cemetery on the right. And this is a choice that the game gives you constantly. There's only one right answer though. Both. And much like Limgrave, this place is also full of caves and ruins to discover. No, they made a Blight Town cave? Damn, every single game, man, why? Is that a giant lobster just randomly walking around? Oh god, it's so fast. Stop, okay, that's how you want to play it? Try and catch me now, mutant lobster! My horse is too fast for your attacks. Oh no! Oh, that was so close! What if I take a hybrid approach? Horseback while dodging, then dismounting for the big damage. Yes! Looks like lobster's back on the menu, boys! It's just so cool to ride your horse and look at the horizon. Look how many buildings you can see in the distance here. How much stuff there is left to explore. This is only the second zone of this game. The first one was impressive, this one is awesome too. I'm currently 12 hours into the game, just getting started on Lernia, which is the second area. And honestly, I can't wait to get lost in this unknown place yet again. Like, what's up with these ruins? What are you all worshipping? My blade? Ha! What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? We need a ninja approach on this. A statue, huh? This will work nicely. Just wanna see what that swirly thing is. Nothing to see here, just a sliding statue. This is a mix I never thought would work so well. Dark Souls combat and RPG systems mixed with an open world that follows a lot of the Breath of the Wild design principles when it comes to not guiding the player too much and just populating the world with little things and bigger things for players to find. And because of this design, it ends up being a world that's very easy to get lost in for hours on end, even if you're not following the main path. At the same time, it hasn't lost any of that Souls design that we all love, because in the open world, there are also smaller and bigger dungeons with the same kind of level design you'd find in any Dark Souls game, with shortcuts to unlock and doors that only open from the other side. And I feel like each player's experience will vary significantly, even more than the typical Souls game, because it's not just the weapons you choose or how you build your character. Even exploration-wise, I could have stayed in that Bloodborne zone we don't talk about and just came to Lernia later and would have had a completely different experience. Because that Bloodborne zone, let me tell you, it feels nothing like this one. And the game is still as enigmatic and cryptic as it has always been, because despite ruining my build for the sake of having a dragon arm, I still have not figured out how to use it. If you tell me I have to equip a staff to have a badass dragon arm, I've made a serious mistake. But I guess that's what I get for never having done a magic build in previous Souls games. I seriously cannot find a design flaw with this game, which, coming from someone who often plays and reviews very mediocre games by comparison, that's maybe not saying much. It does feel good to finally cover something truly special, and maybe that's something we'll be able to do once in a while here on the channel. channel. If it wasn't obvious, this video was inspired by girlfriend reviews. The idea here was to review a game from a different perspective. In her case, the backseat gamer, and in my case, a total weeb that just looks for anime in anything he touches. If this video does well, this is something we definitely want to do once in a while for these bigger titles that aren't necessarily anime, but somehow we find the anime hiding underneath. It's still a rough idea, but let me know if this is a concept you enjoy and how would you change it? What else would you like to see in these types of videos? Let me know in the comments. Oh, and also, play Elden Ring. It's actually insane. And as always, thank you very much for watching. My name is Globku and I'll see you next time. Bye!